Okay. So, one of the things I wanted to talk about, you know how a lot of people have been doing the cold, I've been doing this for months now, the cold shower. So you have your hot shower, you cleanse, you wash, you do everything you need to do, and then at the very, very end, you have like a cold shower. You blast it as cold as you can, and you stand underneath it. So, a lot of people's first instinct would be just to like pull away from the cold, just like hot. And there's something I had taught myself since I was really young, um, especially when it comes to really hot water, whether it be running my hands underwater or just getting in a tub with hot water. The hotter the better. And I don't know what the name of it is, like what, obviously it's mind over matter, but I don't know what the technical name for it would be when you take the pain. Let's say you stub your toe, you're getting a tattoo, um, you burn your finger, or you're getting in a hot bath or under a cold shower. You take that, and instead of having the response to pull away, you absorb it through you. If this makes sense, you absorb it through your body and you equally disperse it throughout your entire body until you no longer have the kind of flight response, the response to pull away. So like I don't know 100% what that's called. I did try to look it up, but I couldn't quite put the words in to get the result that I was looking for, to get an actual definition or something like that of what it would be. So yeah, it's something that can be learned. They used to, in some cultures, walking over the coals, how they would actually have the ritual where they kind of walk across the coals and they don't feel it at all. Not sure if that has anything to do with building up calluses as well, but it is possible and people can do it. Uh, Same idea. I'm going to assume for the whole laying on the bed of nails and everything, equally disperse it. The idea of that through your entire body weight. But in this sense, it's more like all the nerve endings and stuff that would react to really hot water, really cold water when you get inside or underneath a shower or in a bathtub. It's kind of the only way I can describe it is kind of like you take that, like when I get in a hot, hot tub, it's scorching usually, enough to turn your skin red. But what I do is I take all of that for the initial response. I process it within a couple seconds. I allow it to disperse throughout my entire body. And then within 10 minutes, I no longer feel the reaction to it. I no longer feel the urge to pull away. And my body slowly uh, acclimates to it, and then it no longer has an effect on me. Yeah, your skin's still red. I mean, it's not to the point where you get blisters or nothing like that, nothing severe, but like hot enough. And it's the same for the opposite for cold water when you're under a shower. The minute you turn the cold on right away and you stand under it, when it hits you, instead of pulling away from it, embrace it and work on your breathing as soon as possible. If you can, tighten your core and keep whatever body heat within yourself and focus on that. You literally focus your energy to your midsection, your internal organs and everything like that, and you focus on that running. And what happens is eventually your other parts of your body, like your lungs, your chest area, and all of that, wherever the water's hitting on you, eventually when you're breathing, you can actually feel the cold air as you breathe in because it's cold enough, and then you breathe out. It almost feels like you're breathing in and out ice, if that makes sense. But yeah, to get to the point, it is possible. You can do it. And then I was also thinking about, because was reading into it, about different parts of that where your certain parts of your brain, they have a reaction to certain things like that. And when you redirect it, I'm pretty sure it's just like changing the wiring a little bit, if that makes sense. And I don't even know what that's called, but I'm curious to know when certain parts of the brain are affected like that for some people and it becomes like a permanent thing. Let's say you tense up or something like that. If that can be rewired with the whole idea of training it. I don't know necessarily through hot or cold, but it would help through training your mind over matter and how to rewire your brain so that that one part that's kind of like stuck a little bit can be unstuck instead of doing invasive surgery. So it's just a thought of mine. You know, I'm obviously not a medical practitioner and I'm not a licensed doctor or anything, but I find it fascinating the way our brain works and how we can, even just like the placebo effect, we can really change a lot of things within our body from within outwards. And that goes down to our physical appearance and everything like that. If you are already manifesting and envisioning a sculpted body and you're working at it, and you're doing it every week and eventually you start getting the results. But if you constantly have it in your mind that there is no change, it's just like speaking into a cup of water. Or when you cook food for somebody, they say it's made with love. Like the energy that's put into something, if you believe in yourself, you put the energy into yourself, you're envisioning what you want your body to look like. It helps. That's all I could say. And it really is a mind over matter thing. So I thought that was really interesting. I made a short clip about this, but then it kind of wasn't really explained very well, so I thought I would make another one. Hopefully this makes sense to you. If not, you can look it up and maybe put in the comments what the actual medical term is.